everyone, it's Jordan again, and today I want to share a story with you that Tracy heard from a pastor, and it really stuck with her. And then her reminding me of it, it really stuck with me as well. So first, before we get into that though, I have a random question for you that ties into the story. I want you to be thinking of it as we go through. What is your morning routine? What's your morning routine? What's the first or second thing that you do when you wake up every single morning? Everybody has one. For me, I'll tell you mine. I say good morning to my mom, and then I drink some chai tea, and I try to get up to a functioning level of awakeness, which is not easy for me. It takes quite a long time. And then I check my phone, and I look to see if I have any texts or phone calls. I check my email accounts. I do stuff like that just to see, what happened overnight or in the morning that I missed. Stuff like that. That's my morning routine. So what's yours? Think about that as we go through this story. So this pastor was talking about his morning routine and his family's morning routine, and he said that he's always awake before his daughters are. So he will get up in the morning and he will go into the kitchen and he'll have his coffee, and then his daughter will wake up and she will walk right past him. He's sitting there. She'll walk right past him and go say good morning to their dog. Every morning, that was the routine. Was this daughter would walk right past the father and go say hello and good morning to the dog. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with saying good morning to the dog as a morning routine. I think that is adorable as an animal lover. I completely agree with that. But there's nothing wrong either with checking my emails or whatever your morning routine is. Watching the news could be yours. That's my mom's, is to turn on the news, or just whatever it is that you do first thing in the morning. There's nothing wrong with it. But here's the point that he was making. Here's the point that I want to make to you. So often, in doing those morning traditions, don't we do the same thing in that we pass right by the Father? Isn't it true that when I wake up and check my phone and then, drink whatever, my chai or whatever, and then get on with my day, aren't I forgetting something? Aren't I skipping right over the Father, walking right by the Father on my way to start my day? The one who gave us that day. The one who gave me today. I walked right by him. Psalm 118:24 says, "This is the day that the Lord has made." God made the day. God gave us the day. God made each of us, and God planned for each of us to be in this day. He woke us up. He kept our hearts beating through the night. He kept our lungs breathing through the night. He gave us the opportunity to have this day. Rejoice and be glad in it, it says. Don't we often walk right past the Father who gave us this day in order to start this day? So how would we go about changing that? How would we go about recognizing the Father each morning when we wake up? Well, some people like to do morning devotions. You can do that. That's a wonderful thing to do. But honestly, you can also just keep it simple and just wake up and just acknowledge God. Just wake up and say, good morning, God. Thank you for this day. Whatever it may bring. There will be some days that you really are not thankful for. I've been there. Some days that you're just like, oh, I don't want to wake up. I just want to survive this day and go back to bed and have it be over with. I've been there. But you know what? It's still a gift. Each day is still a gift. No matter what the day brings, I guarantee you that the day is still a blessing. It's still a miracle. It's still a gift. So wake up every day and just acknowledge God. Just recognize God. Don't walk right past him to get to the other demands or duties or things that you want to do of the day. Wake up and recognize God. Acknowledge God and say, good morning, God. Thank you for this day. Help me through this day. Whatever it may bring, I trust you to be in control of it. So let's try that. Let's try that this week, and I'm talking to myself as much as anybody, because I've realized that I do the exact same thing. I just go about my day and don't even think about acknowledging God first thing in the morning. But I think another thing that does is it just gets our hearts ready. It just gets our hearts in the right perspective, in the right frame of mind to face the day. I think that's the importance of it. You might say, well, I acknowledge God throughout the day. Why do I have to do it in the morning when my brain isn't even functioning and I can't hardly even see straight? Well, I think that helps us. That helps our hearts and minds to be in the right perspective so that we can face the day better. So let's try that and see what happens this week. One other thing before I go. I don't often do this, but I'm making an exception today. I need to give a happy birthday shout out to my fantastic granny. Today is her birthday. Mwah. I love you, Granny, so much. I'm so grateful for you. You are such a blessing. All right, everybody, I hope that encouraged you. God is good all the time. I love you guys.